I just got home from the 8th annual Central Indiana Seed Swap, and I am wondering if your local or your county's Master Gardeners group does something like this, because here in Central Indiana, the county's Master Gardeners group sets up a seed swap, and I feel like it's more than a seed swap. They do this whole event on one day. I happen to be today here in Central Indiana, the coolest day so far this winter, and we're supposed to be having a storm. It's coming tonight, but I just wanted to make this video and show you really quick some things that I got and show you a little bit of the event, because I think it's pretty cool. The event is called Central Indiana Seed Swap, but it's not just for swapping seeds, and I don't think that there's a lot of people that actually bring their seeds to swap. I did that the first year and I was a little bit disappointed that nobody else had a lot of seeds that I asked anyway. They have a lot of vendors. They sell seeds, they sell plant roots, things for the garden, decor, and they have some speakers as well. And each year is different. This is their 8th year. I did find them a couple of years ago. I went a couple of years ago for the first time. I didn't go last year, but this year I went and I was surprised. Well, I guess not surprised. I really did not see that many people, and I think it's because of the storm that is getting ready to hit us. Some of you may already be going through it, some of you are preparing for it, but I think that a lot of people were afraid to drive to this event today, and that's why there weren't that many. I mean, there were a lot of people there, but not as many as the first year that I went. And I got some seeds that I didn't even think that I was going to get, obviously. But I am going to place this outside today before we get the snow, before we get the really cold temperatures. And I'm so excited to show you this. But let me show you a couple of tomatoes that I got. I got these two from one vendor. I wish I had the name of the vendor here, but I guess I don't have it. The tomato that I got from this guy was Santa Maria tomato. It's an indeterminate, and it's supposed to be like a really nice, meaty, very small amount of seeds tomato. I don't think that I have ever grown this before. If you have experience growing this Santa Maria one, let me know how well it does for you. I'm excited to try this, and I'm gonna give some to my mom because she loves these red tomatoes. And I also got this Tappy's Heritage tomato. It's an indeterminate as well. And this is supposed to be a glove shape, really great taste, and really good disease resistance. So I am excited to grow this as well. If you have an experience, let me know. And this other guy, I don't think that I have ever seen him at this event before. But his company name is Forgotten Heirlooms, and I really like what I saw there. Now, the question that I had for him was simple. Recommend me cherry tomatoes that are sweet, like sweet. And the first one that he said was this Little Red Corvette. I have never heard of this variety before. He said it's a dwarf tomato, but it grows about 3 feet tall. Now that's, I guess you consider that a dwarf tomato. In my mind, I was thinking, you know, something that will grow like a feet tall, but I guess there are dwarf tomatoes and there are dwarf tomatoes. So I'm really excited to grow that one. I'm definitely gonna have to find a good place. 3 feet tall. He said they get loaded with tomatoes, and even though it's a smaller tomato, that it will definitely help. It will be definitely be helpful to put some sort of support around the side so it doesn't just flap over. So I'm excited to grow that one. And then also Jackie cherries. What he told me about this variety, this one is not a dwarf. This one is just like a regular indeterminate. He mentioned that even though the fruit is yellow orange color, whatever the sun touches the fruit, it will get like a black coloring on it. So it's like really cool to see. So I'm excited to see these two. I definitely welcome sweet tomatoes that, you know, that are cherries, because I mean, my sun sugar is still #1, but you know, I love to try. And I also received 2 tickets. As soon as I got to the event, everybody got 2 tickets, and they could get 2 free seed packets. They had a nice big table where they had vegetables, herbs. I believe they have a few flowers, but I'm not sure. I don't know if I saw any flowers. I think it was most edibles. And I got this master green. It's called wasabina, and I don't think that I ever heard that before. So if you have any experience growing wasabina, I think it's supposed to be really cold tolerant from what I was told. So I'm excited to grow that one. And I got these Brussels sprouts. I don't think that I have any seeds for Brussels sprouts, and I am going to start these guys this week. I'm probably just gonna try 3 plants. I am not gonna go crazy because I don't really have good results, not with growing or germinating the seeds, but actually growing the plants outside to where I can actually harvest. So I'm going to try that this year as well. So wish me luck. And I feel like every year I go to these events and they're always pushing, you know, like get some information for becoming a master gardener. I always grab something and I never really follow through. This year I might actually look into it. I don't know. I feel like it will make me more legit becoming a master gardener. So those are the seeds that I got, you know, like here and there. These are the ones that I'm super excited about. I don't think that I have seen this vendor there before. And if I have, obviously I didn't pay very much attention to it. But he's local here to Indiana and he has this seed pillows. Now, I think this is genius because what he does is that he takes that pain from you to search, to trying to prepare the seeds, to trying to help with cold stratification. And I talked to him for like 20 minutes. My poor husband went with me and he was just kind of there waiting on the corner for me. He had a lot of things on his booth. I didn't have time to look at everything. But these were the ones that caught my attention, and I got 5 of these things. He has these pillows. Let me show you. Let me bring you a little bit closer. For example, I got 2 of these bee balms. And what he does is that he has information on the back, and the information basically says that it's an eco-friendly dissolvable packet that contains expandable organic grow media, mycorrhizae, and native wildflower seeds. And it says that I don't have to do any digging, I don't have to do any burying, and no covering or anything. Basically what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to place these guys outside. Oh, as information. Okay, so it's this packet and I can see the seeds in there. So basically what you do is that you just go outside where you want to plant or where you want these plants to grow, and then just place them on the ground like this. You don't have to dig anything, you don't have to bury them. It says that you just drop it on your garden bed and mix it with water. Now, I know that we're getting snow here, so I am going to skip the watering, and you don't even have to worry about coming back and watering. In a way, this is winter sowing, you guys. But instead of having to get your soil, get your things outside prepared, trying to do all that extra packaging, he takes care of this for you. And this variety that I have here, one of the varieties is Bee Balm Monarda, and on the back of the package, hopefully you can see that from there, it says, if winter has passed, put me in a Ziploc bag and in the freezer for however many days. Now these guys do not need any cold stratification, and it's just like really what I'm doing inside with my Monarda lemon mint seeds already. I did not put them in the freezer. They did not need any cold stratification. But if they did, if the variety or whatever plant you were getting needed that period of cold, it will tell you here how many days to put it in the freezer. I got 2 of these, and I am going to put them just like this where they need to go. But then I have 3 of these guys. These are the butterfly milkweed. I have the perfect spot for these guys, but also on the back, on the instructions, it gives you all the same information, but at the bottom it says, if winter has passed, put me in a Ziploc bag and in the freezer for 30 days. Now, I am not going to place these guys in the freezer for 30 days. What I'm going to do, because we're getting ready to get some really, really cold temperatures, freezing temperatures here in Indiana, I am going to just place these guys outside. And I actually talked to him about it, and he told me that it's pretty good time right now. And he even said, before we get all that snow that we're supposed to get, just place these guys where you want them. Again, I don't have to do any digging, and I don't have to do any covering or watering or anything like that. Now, I do have to be careful because the actual seed pillows do not have any tags. So I better just keep these guys inside of their box. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I love that I don't have to do anything specific for these guys. And he did, that one thing that I noticed is that he had boxes that were mixes. Like he had 4 or 5 different varieties of seeds in there. So if you wanted something that was blooming early and something that was blooming a little bit later, he had that mix for you. And I just love that. Like I said, in a way, it's just kind of like winter sowing if you're pushing these guys out early. And I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty genius. And I am going to check out his website. I believe he's local here in Indiana, but he does a lot of events kind of all over the place. So I am really excited. So I got 2 bee balms and I got 3 of these milkweeds, and I'm gonna show you outside really quick where I'm going to place them. I woke up to 2 degrees this morning, and right about now, it's about noon, it's 8 degrees. So yeah, it's a little bit cold, you may say, but I just wanted to show you this spot really quick. These hydrangeas are just, my gosh, I love them. They really do provide a nice privacy hedge. And my gosh, you guys, they just are nice and gorgeous and beautiful. And yes, I do have my hose link outside there. It is going to be okay. I empty it. I took all of the water out before it got really, really cold, and everything is unplugged. So I am really not worried about it. That one hose link has been there for a couple of seasons, and it's just fine. The backswoods that I have here, the hedge that I have here, is looking a little bit crispy. Yes, it has been cold. Yes, they grew because Indiana fall got a little bit warm at some point. They started pushing growth, and when that happens late in the season, they just get super crispy. All that young growth gets really blasted with the cold. But this is the bed when I'm going to be planting the 5 pillow seeds that I got. And I am going to be placing 2 next to that trellis. I have the bee balm is going to be 1 on each side. And then I'm going to place the milkweed in this bed right around the water fountain that I should have covered a couple of months ago, but I didn't. And it's definitely not going to happen today. It's currently about 8 degrees, like I said, so I am ready to go inside. But I just want to show you where this is going to go. And literally, I'm just going to place the pillows on top of the soil. I am not going to water them because we're getting ready to get a bunch of snow here in central Indiana. So that part is covered already. So hopefully with the really cold temperatures that we are getting soon and the snow and everything, these guys will just thrive here.